Hello everyone, today we're looking at the Supreme Propeller Launcher. It has a few distinguishing features than other models you'll find. So the first one is that it's equipped with a crank handle that provides you with enough torque to operate the gearbox very easily. Now it's important to have a high amount of torque at the input because the gearbox has a high gear ratio of 1:72, and the pommel that you see on the crank handle makes it very comfortable and ergonomic to operate. It's mounted on ball bearings, meaning that it can actually rotate quite easily as you operate the device. Now, lastly but not the least, the Propeller launcher also features a trigger release system. So the trigger system works by retaining the prop attached to the body of the prop launcher until you're ready to fire it off. So as you can see, in this situation here, it's firmly locked to the body. You can release it by pressing the trigger, and simply install it by pushing it back in place and just releasing the trigger again. Now let's see it in action. There you go. Now, you may be wondering, how am I able to accelerate this prop while it's being held in place by the two arms? Well, that's because there's actually a ball bearing mounted underneath the prop, and it means that it is independent from the rotation of the prop itself. The body of the propeller launcher is made by two halves of a case, as you can see here. They're mostly symmetrical, but there's actually a raise on one of them that allows easy location of the two halves with respect to one another. The case halves both contain 4 ball bearings that allow to support the shafts of the gearbox for smooth operation. Now let's look at how the gearbox is assembled. The gears are assembled on shafts, as you can see, and they're mounted one by one in the case. This first pairing is a 45 to 12 feet, and then the next one is a 36 that meshes into another 12 feet gear. You can see another 36 on top of this one. At this point, if I try to spin the gearbox, you see it's not super smooth. It's normal because the shaft is not supported on both hands. We can now insert the last shaft with the last gears. This is a 12 gear spur gear as well as the bolt gear. And this goes in as such. This half, basically line everything up. Meshes nicely. And you'll notice that there are some channels through which we must insert those locking tabs. And this completes the assembly of the prop launcher. Now let's see it in action. As you can see, the user is able to accelerate the propeller at very high speed and then use the trigger to release the prop.
Nice.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, please like, hit the bell, and subscribe.